Have you ever imagined a place that is the definition of why you travel? A place so different than what you know? A place that changes you. Ifugao is that place.
Mayat ni Adhapa, or should I say, good morning my dear tourists. I hope you can all hear me. My name is CORDILLERA, or you can call me Shami for short. Your tour guide for today, and it's my pleasure to be of service to you. By the way, I would like you all to meet our coach captain, Mr. John. Say hello to Mr. John. Mr. John is serving for almost 7 years as a coach captain in Filipino culture tour. And don't you worry, because he will give us a safety trip going to our destination. Before we're going to our first destination, let me first explain the safety precaution of this tour. First, smoking is strictly prohibited here inside the bus. But don't you worry, because eating food are allowed. Just remember to put your trash in the garbage bin properly. Second, for your own safety, please avoid putting your arm outside the window. Third, please remain seated until we came full stop, and we suggest to bring a small amount of cash. Fourth, since it is pandemic and there is a protocols that we need to follow, please wear mask, your face shield, and bring with you your alcohol to sanitize your hands. And please avoid doing shake hands, beso-beso, or hugs with other tourists. And lastly, please always bring with you your itinerary and synchronize your time. My time right here is almost 7 a.m. in the morning. Are we all clear, tourists? Okay. If you have any questions or any clarification, please don't hesitate to call my attention. Just call my name and I'll be there. By the way, if you're all wondering why I have here a flaglet and a yellow whistle with me, well, let me explain the purpose of these two things. This flaglet means that if I wave it like this, that means that you must pay attention. And if you lost in the tour, just look for my flaglet and you can come back here together with other tourists. And this yellow whistle, it symbolizes that if I blow it once like this, that means that you must pay attention. And if I blow it twice like this, that means that you have 30 minutes to roam around, take some pictures, and enjoy the view. And if I blow it 3 times like this, that means that your 30 minutes of roaming around has been ended. Okay, are you all excited, tourists? For now, let's do counted first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Alright, we have 15 tourists for today's tour. Just sit back and relax. On behalf of Filipino Culture Tour, let me all welcome you here in CORDILLERA Administrative Region in the province of Ifugao.
Where the paintings dance with every brushstroke, and works of art span from floor to ceiling. I witness masters at their craft, who transform even the ordinary into exceptional. And a creative escape waited around every corner.
While waiting to our first destination, let me tell you some details about Ifugao. CORDILLERA Administrative Region comprises of 6 provinces which is the Abra, Apayao, Benguet, Ifugao, Kalinga, and the Mountain Province. Ifugao was formerly known as a part of Old Mountain Province, and it was created as an independent on June 18, 1966. Did you know, tourists, that Ifugao means hill, and the Spaniards changed it to Pugo and to Pugao, and until the Americans changed it into Ifugao. Ifugao is located at the foot of Cordillera mountain ranges, and the languages there are Kalanguya, Kalinga, Ifugao, Itneg, Isneg, Pangasinan, Filipino, and English. Ifugao people are very accommodating. They are always smiling when they see tourists. And one thing that you may notice when you meet Ifugao people are their mouth and teeth are color red. This is because of what they call nganga, or better called nuts. Nganga is like an alternative tobacco or cigarettes. However, this isn't smoked, but should and to be sweet afterwards. Nganga is part of the Ifugao culture, so expect the most of them, and even the women are chewing nganga. The transportation here is jeep and tour bus. Right now, we are using bus tour going to our first destination. But later, we will change our transportation and we're gonna use jeep for our last destination. Ifugao province was famous because of having Banawe rice terraces. In Filipino, hagdan-hagdang palayan ng Banawe, and the terraces are occasionally called the 8th modern of the world. Alright, we are here now to our first destination. Welcome to Banawe Museum of Ifugao. Please do fall in line, one for girls and one for boys, and observe social distancing. Let's do count head first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Alright, we are all set, and let's go inside. At Poblacion Banawe, Ifugao. The entrance fee here is 50 pesos only, and I'm sorry to say, taking pictures are not allowed because the collections here are private. The Banawe Museum is owned and operated by the same people that run the Banawe View Inn, and most of the artifacts collections are belong to Mr. Henry Audley Bayer, an American anthropologist and who was known as the father of Philippine anthropology. The museum consists of 2 floors. The first floor houses artifacts that are associated with the Ifugao, Kalinga, and the Bantok tribes. As you enter, you will be greeted by a glass case showcasing the necklace worn by the members of this tribes. Each necklace signifies your social status in the community: rich, middle class, or poor, and you were used in the system barter. A portion of this museum is dedicated to the capture of General Tomoyaki Yamashita, the Imperial Army General who led all Japanese troops in the Philippines during the World War II. Several articles are posted on the wall spanning from the time of his capture to his execution in Los Baños, Laguna. The same floor also houses weapons and other artifacts related to the Ifugao, such as spears, shields, and a skull recovered from a severed head, because the Ifugao were known as headhunters, and would often claim the head of the person that they killed from the other tribes as a prize during their tribal conflicts. There are also a flip books that talks about how the rice terraces are made and maintained, and it explains made how it managed and the traditional that go along with maintaining one of the Philippines' natural wonders. In the lower floor of this museum, it contains artifacts that belong to the family of Mr. Henry Audley Bayer, and it has a photos in which trace the lineage of the current owner, which is Mrs. Larry, who is the direct descendant of Bayer. It includes dresses woven and the work by Ifugao women, along with the other artifacts and memorabilia of the Bayer in the Philippines. Alright, now I will give you 30 minutes to roam around and enjoy the first destination. Just always remember, stay tuned are not allowed. Your 30 minutes has been ended. Alright, did you all enjoy our first destination? Before we proceed to our second destination, let's do count head first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Alright, we are all complete. Now, let's proceed to our second destination, which is the Tamana village of Ifugao. It takes 4 minutes to get there. Just sit back and relax. Now we are here to our second destination. Welcome to Taman Village. It is located here in Uha Village, Banawi, Ifugao. Before we go to Taman Village, let me tell you some friendly reminders for everyone. Going to Taman Village, we all need to take 412 plus of stairs to get there. So if one of you can take the climb there, having a heart disease, fear of heights, scared of seeing skeleton, and etc., you may remain here together with our coach captain for your own safety. Because Filipino culture tour always ensuring the safety first of their tourists. But if you don't have those things that I mentioned earlier, you can join and proceed to the second destination. Alright, please fall in line, tourists, one for girls and one for boys. And please observe social distancing, wear your mask, your face shield, and always sanitize your hands. Okay, now let's do count head first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Alright, we are now complete. Welcome to Taman Village. Taman Village is one of the most traditional Ifugao villages. It gives a glimpse of typical life of the local with the native houses and the rice fields surrounding it. The Ifugao people here are having a welcome dance for the tourists. Here in Taman Village of the Banawi, it offers a unique experiences where you can request to see the bones of Ifugao ancestors at a certain fee. The bones of the ancestors are usually bundled and reserved wrapped of colorful hand and woven blankets. You can also see here a bolol sculpture that they call rice god, a carved wooden figure used to guard the rice crop by the Ifugao peoples of the northern Luzon. You can also see here a lot of native houses and on how they build their native houses. Taman Village also offer the Ifugao delicacies, which are the binakle, bayat, inlagim, pinippikan, binaon, baba, galaw, and many more. They have here also Imbayat Festival that they celebrate in the month of April. They celebrate the Ifugao culture, rice planting, the harvest, and making rice wine. Taman Village also have a lot of souvenirs which you can buy as a gift for your family like earrings, woven cloths, necklaces, wooden spoon, knives, sculpture wooden cards, baskets, and many more. They also doing here a cultural show, Ifugao games like a chicken fight and arm wrestling, much of the wooden scooter race, piggyback, rice pounding competition, and many more. The cultural fee here is for only 1,300 pesos. But for now, there is no cultural show due to our situation. Alright, now I will give you 30 minutes to roam around, take some pictures, and enjoy the destination. Always remember, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprint, and kill nothing but time. Alright, your 30 minutes has been ended. Please fall in line and let's do count head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Alright, we are now complete. Please proceed to the jeep so that we can go now to our next and last destination. If you all wondering why we changed our vehicles, it is because the road of our next and last destination is small. So we need to use a jeep to our transportation. But don't you worry, you will enjoy riding jeep here in Ifugao, and it takes 30 minutes to get there, so sit back and relax and enjoy watching the view. Are you all excited, tourists? Our next and last destination is Bangaan Rice Terraces in Banawi, Ifugao. A jar-like cultural heritage for trekking beginners. And if you are a beginner in trekking and want to start with an easy trial, Bangaan Rice Terraces is good for you. Please do fall in line, one for girls and one for boys, and observe social distancing. Let's do count head first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Alright, we are all set. There are more than 48 rice terraces clusters, but only 5 of them are included in UNESCO's list of the World Heritage Sites. Bangaan Rice Terraces is one of the terraces that including and the north side of it is Batad Rice Terraces, Hunduan Rice Terraces, Mayayal Rice Terraces, Nagakadan Rice Terraces. While walking, you will see here a panoramic view of Bangaan Rice Terraces, which is the perfect spot for snapping a white shots. And if you look from a certain angle, you will notice that the amphitheater-like terraces surrounding it. The small villages actually look like a banga, or a jar from which its name derived from. Good thing, tourists, because the farmers' associations are active in tourism. They are encouraging visitors to take part in the stage of traditional rice agriculture called rice cycle tours. The tourists have opportunity to experience a particular practice in the agricultural cycle, be it weeding in the paddies or harvesting the golden grains in making rice cakes. Now I will give you 30 minutes to roam around and enjoy the destination. Always remember, take nothing but pictures, kill nothing but time, and leave nothing but footprints. Alright, your 30 minutes has been ended. Now let's go back to our vehicles and please fall in line first. Then let's do count head first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Alright, we are all complete. Now that's the end of our tour, and I hope that you all enjoy having a tour here in Ifugao. On behalf of Filipino Culture Tour, we would like to thank you all for choosing us. And if you all want to go back here, just contact Filipino Culture Tour and we will bring you and give you a best tour. Once again, I am Trisha Minispedelia, your tour guide.